Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of How to Make a Dollar. Today I'm joined by Emmanuel Taiwo, all the way from Nigeria. Emmanuel has three products on the market. So excited to learn about what he's been up to. Emmanuel, welcome to the show.
Hey man, it's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate the invite. I really love what you're doing out here. It's nice. I've seen some of your shows and it's really great. And I'm excited to talk about my products and I'm excited to see what people think about it.
So let's go right to the beginning of your career as a software engineer. Where were you? How did you realize that coding is a thing for you?
Okay, funny thing, I've always loved tech in general since I was a kid, but I didn't know like you can make money from it. And I didn't even know there's something like coding at all. So it was during the COVID era. I was like, okay, what am I going to learn now? Then I saw a Python class on an Instagram ad, so I enrolled for it, and it was a 1 week class. So once I enrolled, the class started. Then I started building like calculator apps, guess the number apps. Since then, I fell in love with it. I was like, whoa, I didn't know you could build something cool like this coding. So then I figured out that one of my cousin was a software engineer also, and I didn't know. So he was a software engineer. So I had to message him, and then he told me that okay, Emmanuel, it's great that you want to be a software engineer also. So he sends me some resources, solo learn to learn web development. Since then, once I say I can start building websites, bro, my brain was like, wow, I need to do this very well. Then I started building websites, different landing pages. I'm going to send it to him that look at what I've built. To be like, wow, this is great. Go and learn this one also. Look at what I've built. Go and learn this one also. And I didn't know I'm going to take this as a career. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to be building websites as an hobby. So once I know that you can take this as a career, then I put my whole full determination into it, and I started building, learning, and I'm excited at where I've become now.
Right. And so you said that you didn't know you could make a career out of software engineering, right? Or coding. What career were you thinking about during that time when you first started coding? Because this was just going to be a hobby. So I'm curious, like, what did you want to become before you realized software engineering could be a career?
Okay, and this is going to be so random, but it's actually an accountant. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it's actually an accountant. But when I figured out that I can do this, like I love tech, but once I see that I can now take it as a career, I put all my mind into it, all my determination, all my time and focus into it. Yes.
Right. Awesome. So what would you say was like the thing you did differently from most people to learn quickly about to pick up languages very quickly than the average person does.
Um, First of all, I'll say like it's your discipline and your passion. Also made me like learn quick was that at first I didn't make like big money from tech. So I feel like I wasn't going full in it because of the money. I was just going fully learning because I take it as a hobby. But other people that was like, okay, I need to make money from this quick. Once they learn in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and they didn't make anything, they're going to drop it down and go focus on something else. But as for me, I didn't know you can like make big money from it as starts. So I was just learning it as an hobby. Then when I figured out that I can make money from it, I put more attention into it. So I think that people need to do that more. Like, don't take it like, okay, I need to make this money quick. Tech is not like a get rich quick scheme. It's about like passion, consistency, how consistent you are learning it. So that's what's going to make people grow.
Right. And did you start building your own products right away? Were you focused on like being a basically like an indie hacker, or did you start working with companies and startups first?
At first, I was like, I want to be like Mark Zuckerberg. I watched a lot of documentary about him. Like, okay, I looked at okay, he started from building this like face mash, I think so. Then Facebook, I was like, okay, I'm going to build my own like this. So at first, I built a particular product. I'll call it like a side project because like it's a image like you can rate two images together. just like what Mark Zuckerberg did when he was still in university. I built it so are going to upload 2 images, and once you click on rate, it's going to like rate the two based on random numbers. Sure, random numbers is going to rate it. So I built it like that, and I was like, when I saw people using it, my friends, I was like, wow, my story has begun. I'm going to be like Mark Zuckerberg. I was like, okay, I'm going to build more products like him, like till eventually one blow up and it's going to be the next Facebook or something.
What did you learn from that experience, trying to be like Mark Zuckerberg? Are you still trying to be like Mark Zuckerberg, or is there like a new era in terms of the way that you're building products and tools for people?
Um, First thing I learned there was that you need to work hard. Things aren't just going to come in easily. You need to put in the effort, you need to put in the time and be consistent. And I still want to be like Mark Zuckerberg eventually. I want to build my own like company, a multi-billion-dollar company, life possible. So I want to be like it. So that's part of the goals. That's part of the goals. And I'm not just going to let it fall behind back in those days. I'm still going to bring it back up and let it move.
Right. So talk to me about your products right now. Like which product are you most excited about? And yeah, I'm keen to see one of them as well so we can demo it for the viewers.
Oh yeah, also that's great. I've built 3 products right now. Um, I've built two and I'm currently building one. The first one was Spend Sense. Spend Sense is like a financial expense management tool for like small business individuals that want to manage their finances. And I also have lots of users using it, especially in like local areas shop where they need to manage their finances. They use the tool. The second one is Clutch. Clutch is basically a social media app which is focused on community. I know we have lots of social media apps, plenty, but I want Clutch to be focused on community where people can come, like join the community of your choice, the one that you find interesting the most. When you join the community, you can interact with different people, connect with like-minded people. And the third one, I released it some 2 days ago. It's called Pick Genie. Pick Genie is an AI image generator tool which generates image for you, and based on prompt, you write the prompt and the number of images you want to generate, and it's going to generate it for you. And what sets Pick Genie apart is like in the profile page, you can see all the images you've generated, including the prompts you use, in case like you want to check, okay, which prompt did I use to generate this image? Okay, this is it, and the date created. And I have lots of users using it. Funny story, once I released that app in like about an hour or two, the app crashed because lots of users were using it. So I was like, and it was in the night. I was about to go to sleep. Then my friend called me, was like, your app is no longer working. I checked my laptop. I was also seeing like error in the server. I went to like check what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong. So I had to like fix it. I'm still currently fixing it, trying to scale it to multiple users. And I'm excited about that. That's great. And it's doing great so far. It's been great, it's been great. I'm still like trying to push it to more people to use. And that's great.
Right. So would you like to show us Pick Genie, or is it going to be what is the community the social media app?
I'll show you Spencer's, then if
Okay.
there's time I can pick Ginny.
Right. Let's do both. Yeah. Let me let's set up your screen.
Okay, so I'm going to show you Spencer's now. Okay.
Before we continue, I wanted to give a quick shout out to my freelancing website, Dollar Talent. Dollar Talent is a website where you can hire amazing writers for $5 per hour. You can also work with amazing designers for $15 per hour. Visit dollartalent.com to outsource your marketing content today.
It's loading. So once you've created an account, it's going to take you to your dashboard. In your dashboard, I made it very user friendly, so anyone can easily navigate to anywhere they want to go to. So you can view your total expenses, your monthly expenses, and your daily expenses. So at this side corner here, You can view your top 5 most expensive items. And this center, you can view the chart on your expenses amounts. You can also view your expenses in this side, and you can edit your profile. In the profile page, you can edit your name, your Gmail, your password, and you can change your profile picture. And in the expenses page, you can check all your expenses that you've created, and you can filter based on the newest dates, oldest dates, low to high, high to low, and by alphabet. You can also create expenses in the create expenses page by putting the expenses item, the currency, amount, and the date. And in the notifications, it will view notifications if you create any expenses. That's what you see. So I'm going to start by creating an expense. Okay, let me just put MacBook Pro. Select your currency. So I'm going to put on $2,000. And the date, I'm going to put today. That's 20. So once you click on create expense, it's creating the expenses right now. As you can see at the side, it has been added to our expense. That is it, MacBook Pro. And when we go to our dashboard, it's going to reflect our total expense 2,000, monthly expense 2,000, and daily 2,000. And you can see it here. It's also here also. So, and in the notifications, it's going to add you that you added MacBook Pro to your expenses list, which you bought $2,000, and the date. So I'm going to create another expense to show you something. I'm going to name this iPhone. Select the currency and just put 500. And the date, I'm going to put it to 19. So you're going to see 19. Create expense. That's been added, iPhone. And once we go to our dashboard, you can see its daily expense is still 2,000 because we didn't buy it today. And the monthly expense is 2,500 because it's this month. And the total expense is 2,500. We can also see the chart right here. And in the expenses page, we can view it from the lowest to the highest. So now you can see the iPhone comes first before the MacBook Pro. High to low. We can sort by the newest dates. Can see it. And we can also filter by the first letter of the alphabet. Once we go to I, it's going to show the iPhone. And once we go to M, it's going to show the MacBook Pro. So
Right.
let me see, I want to change. Oh, yeah, great. Let me see, I want to change my username to Dev Emmanuel. And once I click on reset, it's resetting. Once it's resetting, profile updated successfully. And you can see it is now Dev Emmanuel. So once I refresh my page, it's going to reflect at the header that your username is now Dev Emmanuel. So there's a lot of things you can navigate through expenses. So you can just check it out. If you're a small business owner or you're an individual, you want to manage your expenses better, I feel like expenses is going to be like a great tool for you to use. And also it's free. It's free, you can use it. You're not paying for anything. So it's free. Use it, manage your expenses better. And you can also search on one thing. Let me search iPhone. It's filtered. MacBook Pro filter. So that's expenses. I hope you love it.
Right. Awesome. This is really clear, simple, nice user interface. Loving the way that you can log all your expenses in one place. So I'm curious though, Emmanuel, like what do you feel is sort of like your vision for the world of fintech? Because you obviously is a fintech product. So I'm curious to understand like what your vision is as far as like in the world of fintech and in general about your vision as far as like the products you're trying to build and bring to the world.
My vision is to like make things easier. Because lots of products right now that I see, it's just too complicated. Like you want to know where to navigate to, where to like go to, because there's in the page there's lots of distractions there. And I also noticed that in an average product, a user don't know more than 75% of the features in the products. So they are missing out on a lot of features there. because it's too complicated for the user to navigate to. Because we humans, we don't like stress, we don't like anything that has to do with stress. So we're looking for things that are easy to use, easy to navigate, and and will solve problems for us. So that's why I built pen tests like this. So it's going to be easy for anyone to just go there, log in, sign up, pay your expenses, manage it as you can see, and it's great. That's my vision when building products. How can I make this thing easy? Let's just imagine it's a 70-year-old grandma that's using the products. How is she going to navigate it easily without calling for help? So that's my sort of vision when building products.
Right. That's really clear. Yeah. And what would you say is like the most exciting work for you to do throughout, over your lifetime? What will be your greatest accomplishment looking back onto your life when you're 70 years old? You spoke about a 70-year-old grandma, so like imagine yourself as a 70-year-old grandpa. What do you feel like is something that you want to be remembered for, to do that is going to define most of your life?
One thing will be for building solutions that solve people problem. Because that can never be forgotten. Because no one's gonna forget Elon Musk for what he has done in SpaceX, Tesla, everything. So because it's building solution that's going to serve people for generation a long time. People are going to remember it every time. It's not something like you will build it today, next week a new product is going to come to overtake yours. But once you build something that can solve people problem for a long period of time, I don't think people are going to forget it. So that's what I want to be remembered for. Emmanuel for building like solutions for people problem, and it's going to be great. I hope that's what I'm going to accomplish.
Right. That's really cool to hear. And how do you approach finding the next product to build? Like, what's your process for discovering your next product?
My process for discovering the next product that's I just find things that it's not easy to get. Because once I'm building something, once I know that this thing it's scarce or the product I'm seeing is not like right for me, like it's not easy to use, I'm going to be like, okay, what can I do to solve this problem? How am I going to solve this particular problem in an easy way for people to use? And that's sort of my inspiration. So I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to like write it down. Okay, if I build this, how is it going to help these people? How is this feature going to save time for people? And how is it going to like oh, I'm going to start with my local community. How is it going to help them? How is it going to help people internationally? I also like give it to my brothers, my friends. Okay, look at this product. Give me your honest opinion.
Mm,
If you're using products, what are you going to look for in this product? How are you going to find things? I'm not going to tell them how to use the app. I'm going to leave it for them that okay, how are you going to use this thing? How are you going to navigate through? And how are you going to like find things easily? So that's sort of my like inspiration when building new products.
right. And to wrap up the conversation, which has been so insightful, what advice do you have to aspiring full stack developers out there? Because obviously there's a lot more developers that are coming up, but that would like to hear, yeah, like just any advice you have to share about anything about the entire journey of being a full stack developer.
Oh yeah, to all aspiring full stack devs out there, I'm gonna say the truth. Like it's not easy, it's hard, it's tough, it's overwhelming. You're going to feel lots of burnout, but when you feel burning out, just use it as an opportunity to grow, to learn through it, to progress and be consistent. Be consistent. Consistency wins all the time. Once you're consistent learning this thing, you're excited, you always win. Always try to like understand what you're doing and find joy in what you're doing. When you feel like you're not happy learning this thing or you're not happy doing this thing, it's not a crime to take a break. You can always take a break sometime, refresh your memory, and once you come back, I promise you're going to be a lot stronger than you were before. And it has happened to me. Once I feel tired, I'm going to take some break, and once I come back, you will feel excited to like, okay, I can't wait to build something. I can't wait to learn something new, and always do it. And I believe in you. You can do this.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gents, that was Emmanuel Taiwo. 3 products under his belt. Spend Sense we've checked out. So please do give it a look. And if you need expenses managed, that's your tool to use. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure having you guys. All the best to everyone and to you too, Emmanuel. Really nice chatting today.
Thank you. It's been nice talking to you. Great.
Awesome.